Okay, so I'm gonna go to geometry,
Yep.
data mesh. Here we go. So now let me smooth it out quick.
How do you make that, wait, just like that, how do you make that brush big like that, real quick?
You press S, and then can you
S.
see? Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you
My
press,
problem when it comes to that, I'm sorry, but my problem is the symmetry. Like I have the symmetry on, but even when I do, it still seems to be very off. Like it doesn't go evenly to the other side, like no matter if I choose like the proper like X or anything.
the that might be this. When you turn on move to and then you move off center. Can you
And
see?
what about, yeah, okay. And what about the sensitivity of the tools also? Like I'll want to carve in deep for the socket, but it's not at all very
Yeah,
potent, no matter what I
I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay, so I'm gonna show it to you. So
It,
I'm still very far behind, as
yeah,
you can tell.
it's kind of like, Sarit, imagine you have a spoon and instead of like scooping something out, you just press the side into it.
Yes.
got you. So now this is what we did last time. So you hold Control key so that you can mask. This is
Yep,
mask pen.
got
So
that.
you mask that
Yeah,
something like this. Okay.
yeah.
And I turn on X symmetry.
Okay.
So see that side. I mean, you don't have to do this. It's because
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah.
just want to block some. And then you use trim adaptive. You can do trim dynamics too, but trim adaptive, make the brush a little bigger, and then you
Okay.
just do like that. Here we go. And then
Okay.
we sample it. Here we go.
Yeah, yeah.
And here we go.
How do you increase the intensity of that? Because,
Right here.
okay.
So now the thing is, it's a little trick here. When you first sample, it will flat only on that section. Can you see? Now you
Yeah.
have to do a little bit, and you might have to read at a mask, and then remask. I'm not going to read at a mask, and then you change your viewport and sample on the area that kind of almost flat, right
Yep.
there, and then you just cut.
Okay.
It's take a little
Yeah,
bit of time, change
that
angle
helps.
again, and then cut. And then now this section, I'm gonna sample right there, and then cut.
And the only other problem that I've had is using like the move tool, the move brush kind of.
Uh-huh.
And do you use the S tool to actually grab bigger chunks and move?
Yes, so for example, if I go to move to, I wanted to make a larger change. So I
Yeah.
change the brush size, and then I move.
Okay.
And then if it's smaller, sorry, if it's smaller area, you make the brush size a little smaller.
Okay.
And move.
That this helps a bunch.
It
Okay.
does. Just that I'm still.
Yep.
This is going to take a bit. I don't think I'm going to get
No, that's
far
perfectly
today.
fine. So how about for today, let you finish this part, and then next section I'll do the detail, and we do the detail together.
Yep.
Okay, so I can catch up on it, sir?
Yes, you can catch up on this. And the other things, guys, what I did on I actually shaded because I didn't use that technique. I used trim, like that. So how do I do it now? Let me show it to you.
Hi, this is
Yes, go ahead. So now if I add sphere again, make, I have to make that. Here we go. And then I'm gonna turn Dynamesh on. And I'm gonna duplicate this shape. Okay. So duplicate. Gonna make it smaller. If I turn on transparency, you can see, So I kind of form the shape a little bit so that it looked like this. Now, it's flat, right? So let me scale these a little bit more. Here we go. Okay, and then, so now I'm gonna use a clip curve and clip the bottom. So it look like this. Let me change a little bit angle. Oh wait, it's like this. Here we go. Okay, and I'm going to turn off transparency. Make sure they are different polygroup. Alt click. If it's the same color, let's change it. So make sure under geometry, data mesh still on. On. Here we go. So now I go to polygroup. And then this time we're gonna group visible to change the color, and then you're gonna merge it down. Merge down. Look, right here. Hold on, let me shrink this. Merge down. So now they are in the same same subtool now. So I'm gonna control shift together and click to hide unselected, and then I go to a poly group again, group as data mesh sub. So now when I control click outside, bring everything back, and then I can re-data mesh. So data mesh is already on. Geometry, data mesh already on. Drag. Here we go. And that's what I did. So now, how can I flip it though? Oop, I do the wrong side. This is the font. That's okay. So that's, let's say that's the font. I'm gonna have to rotate. Sorry. How about right there? Okay. And go back. So now, to do mirroring, there are two different mirror. Deformation mirror is mirror the object from left or from the right to the other side. Now, if I wanted to mirror the topology of the surface in one object, like I want to mirror this shape to that side, what I need to do is I need to use modify topology under geometry, data mesh, keep it on, and then under modify topology here, enable it, mirror and will. Right now it's on X. However, by default, X is always positive. So we'll mirror a positive to negative. And this is on the other side of the positive. Positive, you can see the arrow. The other side of the arrow is the negative. So it means if I do it right now, it mirrored this side to there. Gotta undo. So what you need to do is, first you need to flip this object so that the area you want it to mirror be on the left side. So I go to deformation and mirror to X. So now it's flipped to that side. So now I can go back to geometry, and then I can do mirror and wheel on X-axis. And now I got two of them. So that's what I did on the eye. Okay. So, and then you can re-data mesh again and touch up. That's it. That's how I do that. That's why it looks a little flat perfectly. Okay. Let me go back to that shape again. See, that's what I did. Okay. That's the new one. Okay. So that I'm gonna